Hey, it's Ryan from Upfit Supply, and in this video we're going to be installing a weatherguard partition in our RAM ProMaster City, so let's get into it. The tools we used for this install were a couple of socket wrenches, an extension, varying sizes of SAE sockets, a 1/2 inch wrench, and a 7/16 inch wrench. Okay, this is actually a pretty simple installation of the weatherguard partition in our RAM ProMaster City. What makes it easy is the RAM puts in factory mounting locations with weld nuts already in place, so we're not gonna have to do any drilling or setting plus nuts or anything like that. So it's gonna be relatively simple installation. The first thing that we're gonna do actually is mount our top header panel to our two mounting points on the top of the van through these holes, and then we're going to take our little brackets here. We're going to mount to the two on each B pillar, mount these brackets so that we can get the rest of the partition ready to put in. So we're going to do that now. So I'm just getting these loosely thread in by hand first so that there's a little bit of play in here, so it makes it a little bit easier when mounting the partition. So on these, it's a little bit easier to put in a bolt first. Then we'll just slide this underneath. Then you're gonna wanna put your 10mm socket on there, put a little extension through there, and then tighten this the rest of the way. And we're gonna leave this pretty loose so we can still have some movement in there. Next, we're gonna install the solid base portion of the partition. I actually use a 13mm ratcheting crescent wrench rather than a socket wrench, because the way the angle comes back into the cab area if you use the socket wrench, just because of the depth of that, you might end up damaging or scratching the bulkheads or useless. This is just going into these factory locations. I believe there's 8 holes here, and I'm just going to hand thread these and come back and tighten them. Now next we're going to install the upper panel. We have the mesh panel. You can also have the window panel. With the mesh panel, you're actually going to mount that on the inside or towards the cab side of both these mounting points, or to the bottom of this panel here, as well as the top panel there. If you have the window, you're going to mount it on the cargo side of those brackets, so just take that into account. We're also going to be using a little impact just to speed things up because there's so many of these bolts. This just has a 7/16 inch socket on it, but you could also use a socket wrench. And for now, I'm just gonna get these kind of finger tight, and then I'm gonna come back later and get them all super tight. So like I said, not too bad of an install of the weatherguard partition in our RAM ProMaster City. If you're looking for this partition or any other equipment to upfit your van, be sure to check us out at upfitsupply.com. Thanks for joining me for this install. Again, my name is Ryan, and have a good one.